Hello, lovely people. I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, Raina Read Stuff. I'm here in the book shack. I know it's not Tuesday, so this isn't a Tag Tuesday. It was going to be a Tag Tuesday, but I got waylaid. I got waylaid with other things, life things. So this is a Tag Wednesday. This is the Reading Tics Tag. And it was created by the lovely Kevin at Kevin Tao, and I was tagged by the wonderful Alan at Alan's Reads. There are 9 questions and a tag, people. So, the questions. Question 1. Do you only read at a specific time of day? No. I get up quite early. I make myself coffee. I come out to the book shack. I start reading and I watch YouTube videos. That's how my day starts. Pretty much every day. I'll spend a couple of hours out here in the book shack. I like it because it's quiet and there aren't any distractions. The neighbour's grandchildren aren't up. That's important. But then also, once we get to about 9 or 10 o'clock, I try and do the chores. Things that I have to do need to be, if I've got to go to the shops or if I've got to, I don't know, do some housework or whatever, other things then happen. And then once I finish those, I'll start reading again. I am happy to read in the afternoons. I am happy to read in the evenings. I don't ever read in bed because otherwise I end up with a book or a Kindle on my face. As soon as I lie down in bed, there's no reading happening. I sleep. So, question 2. Do you prefer to read in your work everyday clothes or are you partial to reading in your PJs or comfy clothes? These are my everyday clothes. I don't do that working thing anymore. I probably should, but I don't want to. So, I don't get dressed up to go to work. But neither do I read in my PJs. My routine in the morning is get out of bed, go to the bathroom, get dressed, come downstairs. I never come downstairs in my PJs. Probably because I come straight out here. But anyway, sweatshirts, trousers of some description. I don't own a skirt, not a single one, or a dress. So, yeah, this is me, comfy clothes. What is your favourite reading spot? This is question number 3. Couch, chair, bed, outdoors, somewhere else. In the winter, I'm in here because it's got a heater. It also has blankets and it has a big fleece sitting over there. So when it's too cold or too wet to be outside, I'm in here. In the summer, I like nothing more than to sit outside on the patio, which is sort of just outside these doors. And we've got a big table and a big, huge umbrella because I don't like direct sunlight. I think I'm some sort of vampire. So I hide myself in the shade. But I like to be sitting upright, really, when I'm reading. I do read inside, sat on the sofa. But if I get too curled up and comfy, I fall asleep. So I'm much better off here or outside. Number 4, do you snack while reading or is this a no-go? I eat far more snacks than I ought to. But I do tend to put the book down. I don't want crumbs in my books. I don't want anything that's going to leave a mark on the pages. So if I am going to eat something, I tend to do it by putting the book down, eating something, whether that be lunch or whatever, and then picking the book up again afterwards. Question number 5. Do you or have you ever peeked at the end of the book, or do you avoid spoilers at all costs? I don't mind spoilers. I don't mind if I already know the essence of a book. I don't mind if I've read the book before, but I don't actively seek out the spoilers. So I wouldn't turn to the back and read the last few pages. I do, however, quite often turn to the back and see how many pages it is. But I don't read anything other than the page number. Number 6, do you prefer first person or third person narrative? I don't think I've got a preference either way. I like both. Each has its merits. Obviously, a first person narrative, you're only seeing one point of view there. And if the narrator's unreliable, well, you can't guarantee anything is being the things that are being told to you are the truth. But no, I enjoy both. Question number 7. Do you read dedications, author's notes, acknowledgements, or do you skip those? I certainly read dedications. I do read author's notes. I get a bit bored with sometimes they put book club questions in the back of the book. I get a bit bored with those. I do often read the acknowledgements, actually, unless they run on and on and on and on forever. I'll read an introduction to a book. I'll read an afterwards to a book. But all of those things I will read after I've read the book. Number 8, do you have a favourite beverage, reading beverage? I am a complete caffeine freak. So, very hot, very strong, very black coffee, no sugar in the mornings. Diet Coke with the caffeine in the afternoons and evenings. Sometimes I'll drink coffee at other times of the day. I don't ever drink tea. If it's hot and sunny, I've usually got a bottle of water and I'll sit outside with that. But that's pretty much it. I don't tend to drink alcohol that much. I like it. I just don't tend to drink it very much. But no, it's mainly black coffee or Diet Coke, but not the caffeine-free type. Number 9, how do you decide what to read next? TBR, mood, goals, random choice. I always have a TBR going. Those of you who have been here before know that I do like a reading event, and often at least half of my TBR for a month will be the books I'm reading for the variety of reading events that I'm taking part in. That can get ridiculous, but hey, that's how I like it. I do find if I'm just generally looking for something to read, I have so much choice. I can spend all day trying to decide what I'm going to pick up next. So on the corner of this desk, I have I quite fancy reading this soon pile. Some of these have been here for a while, but at the moment, that includes Cry the Beloved Country by Alan Payton, 2 Amanda Cross books that were recommended by Pat at Book Chat with Pat, Ian Forster's Morris, Prester John and Mr. Standfast by John Buchan, A Clockwork Orange, Anthony Burgess, George Eliot, Silas Marner, Anne Berest's The Postcard, Delta Wedding by Eudora Welty, The Woman in Black by Susan Hill, Zora's Ladder by Pamela Window, Spies by Michael Frayn, Black Moses by Alain Mabankou, and Billy by Albert French. Some of those have been sitting there for a while. But that's the I've already decided that I quite want to read these at some point pile. So I could pick something out of that. And then every so often I'll go off at a tangent, like before Christmas, it snowed here. So I went through my bookshelves and I found books that had something to do with snow, and I read about 7 of them because I was so impressed that the book shack looked so lovely in the snow. That's it. So now all I've got to do is tag some other people. And I am going to tag Celeste at A Reader's Almanac. I am going to tag Sarah at My Granny Era. And I am going to tag Nicole at Nicole's Bookish Nook. Thank you, Kevin, for creating this tag. And thank you, Alan, for tagging me. I will probably do another tag this week. And then later in the week, I've got a question. I need some help with something. So I'm going to ask you a load of questions and see if you can help me out, because I'm sure you can. You all know a lot more than I do. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's always lovely to see you, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now.